Hello everybody, hope you're having a fantastic day today. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Today, just want to go over some recent PTS changes and some other ones as well, just to keep you guys up to date with these changes. There's definitely some interesting stuff here. Let's get into it. Okay, so this is the most recent one from October 17th. We have updated our VAT system and are excited to see what you think. I'm excited too. I have to say, long story short, the VATs are just a little annoying to me right now. Just trying to lock on enemies, I guess. I understand we're not supposed to obliterate everything too, so just my take on it. Burning Springs, Mac the general store vendor in Highway Town no longer sells the rare leather coat and traveling leather coat outfits. Rewards, players no longer are able to change the legendary effects on the Super Stimpike, Metal Breeze Sprayer, and the Prototype ABX. That is definitely disappointing. Super Stimpike can now be repaired. Car trunk stash boxes can now be built after unlocking them. Blue car trunk stash box can now be destroyed. Quest, Buckeye Blues defeat the patrol objective has been changed to ask players to target just the captain, resolving progress issues. Dirty Laundry fixed an issue where two versions of the executive respond. Bounty Hunting, Mr. Avarice and the Millionaires now deal the appropriate amount of damage based on player caps. Damage to poor effect. Player will now receive message after activating a grunt hunt if they attempt to collect another from the bounty pile, informing them the hunt is already active. So big points here. The leather and traveling coat are still looking like they may be rare. I agree that we shouldn't just be able to buy them, and hopefully the VATS is a little bit better around. We definitely got to do some testing. This is some PTS notes from the 10th. Players can now start headhunt while in a power armor. Fixed various potential quest blockers players could encounter during the Rust to Rust and No Kings, No Masters quests. Players will now receive the Mounted Deathclaw Matriarch head. Reward for completing No Kings, No Masters. Combat, we saw your reports that hadn't completely fixed the issue, causing some damage values to much higher than designed. This update should have addressed those reported issues. I definitely noticed that as well, that the damage numbers aren't as crazy as they used to be, and unfortunately the hand cannon isn't doing as much damage as it was, but we'll have to see. This is from the 6th as well. Fix several issues with Burning Springs challenges not updating progress. Kill a Burning Springs Agua. Kill a Burning Springs Rust Raider. Catch a fish in the Burning Springs. Kill Burning Springs Rad Scorpion. Complete headhunts. Kill Burning Springs Rad Hog. Cook a meal that uses Prick Eye. Cook a meal that uses Rad Hog meat. And players can now damage Burning Springs Rad Scorpion stingers in VATS. So I know a lot of this stuff is like a little bit out of date, but this is just everything that has changed on the PTS so far. So I just wanted to make sure you guys are up to date. Thought I'd go through it quickly here. Proving Ground, speaking to Millstone does not block other players from doing the same and progressing their quest. Bounty Hunting, the Ghoul no longer has an instances of Robo Voice. That might be actually cool. Headhunt Boss Anna the Nuka Queen no longer becomes stuck in reload animation. Fixed a selection of new mods for Bounty Hunting to allow crafting them in power armors. The hand cannon has been renamed to Dom Pedro to match design intent. Workbench mods, magazine and receiver mods now properly highlighted during modification. Animation fixes. Reload animation now supports both 4 and 6 bullet sequences. Combat, players were seeing much higher damage values, which we have gone through and has been addressed since the 6th. New legendary effects can now be crafted from the Tinker Bench if you learn the recipes for them, and several legendary effects should be added to power armor, not just power armor. Events fixed an issue which caused mutated events to not mutate. Fall threshold for triggering the superhero landing when in a power armor has been increased. So that's basically when you fall and you have that crash animation. It's nice to see that you don't have to have that from jumping as far, but Bird Bones has been working great for me, I must say. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Just wanted to make sure you guys were up to date on this stuff. Definitely have to check the VATs out since they've updated. It's definitely unfortunate that we can't add legendary effects to these weapons. And of course, it's nice to see that these, rare apparel isn't just buyable now. But that's just my take. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys.